Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. Today I will be talking about, is the path you're taking to Yahweh or away from Him? Let's get started. First off, let me ask you, does your outlook for the future match with the will of Elohim? Or does it match more with what the world generally hopes for? These things mainly being peace, prosperity, equality and success. It's a reasonable question to ask ourselves. Many people say they believe in Elohim, and they say that they accept Yah for their salvation. But when it comes to what Yah has said about the world and His coming judgment upon it, it seems that many ignore His prophecies on the matter. This is a problem for most, but absolutely a big problem for today's church. A large percentage of the Christian community gets up every Saturday to go to church, not looking to understand to be more aligned with the will of Yah, but they are looking for lessons to achieve prosperity and abundance, so that they can receive more of the resources of this world. Is that purpose biblically sound? Too many of us are driven by our own need for success and to obtain the riches of life. We have such a love for this world that often places us in complete opposition to the God that we say that we worship. Many of us ignore or don't even know of His doctrine calling us to not be of this world. We all need to ask ourselves some serious questions, because the connection that the world is heading towards is that exact same direction that Yah has told and warned us about in His Word. And the hard truth is that so many of us are so involved in the ways of the world, while professing a strong love for the Messiah, that we are confused and double-minded. A majority of believers in Yahweh today are chasing after success that has been marketed to us by this world system. We are trying to prove ourselves in this world that we are smart and capable and can do big things. Basically, we have committed ourselves to serving this world system. We are obligating ourselves to a system for the dead, but we are so blinded we are unable to see this. We have committed ourselves to serving this world and trying to become wealthy or just recognized or noticed. This is how the world has trained us to be, but do you think that that view or those goals are biblically what Yah intends for us when we are deemed to be successful? Answer this sincerely. Is it a goal of Yah for us to have peace and racial equality? Are these His goals? In His Word He never spoke of those things being what we should make our priority and set our mind towards. People desire to hear sermons like, "Your blessing is around the corner," but this was prophesied to come. In 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 3-4, it says, "For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers, having itching ears. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned into fables." Ellen White writes, "Those traveling in the narrow way are talking of the joy and happiness at the end of the journey. Their countenances are often sad, yet beam with holy, sacred joy. A man of sorrow and acquainted with grief opened that road for them, and traveled it himself. His followers see his footsteps and are comforted. He went through safely. So can they if they follow him. In the broad road all are occupied with their dress and the pleasures in the way. They freely indulge in hilarity and glee, and think not of their journey's end, of the certain destruction that awaits them there. Every day they approach nearer their destination, yet they madly rush on, faster and faster. Why is it so hard to lead a self-denying, humble life? Because professed Christians are not dead to the world. It is easier living for Christ after dying to the world. They desire to be as much like the world as possible and yet be considered Christians. Such seek to climb up some other way. Earth attracts them. Its treasures seem of worth to them. They find enough to engross the mind, and have no time to prepare for heaven. Which way will you choose, the narrow path or the broad? Bye. Thanks for watching.